Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be working on my goals for 2025 and sharing my updated Notion template with you that you can get for free just by signing up for my email newsletter. I share a range of fun freebies that you can get, such as my new 2025 monthly calendar that you can use as a digital planner, or you can print it out and use it as is, digital planner stickers, my famous daisy wallpaper, and much more. I add more as the time goes by, so make sure you sign up to grab those. I'll be going through the template and demoing my 2025 goals with you. I'll link how to get this freebie in the description down below, and make sure to keep watching to see the demo. Let's get started. If you haven't been to my channel yet, welcome. My name is Holly from Life with Holly Lifestyles. I'm so excited to share with you my life as a content creator. I also share a lot of desk productivity, tech, and lifestyle videos, so if you're interested in any of that or all of that, make sure to subscribe. Without further ado, let's get in. Okay, so here's the template. We added some things and we changed it up obviously to 2025. We have a new 2025 monthly reflection section here. So this is how it looks. If you want to see my last year's 2024 goal planning video, I'll make sure to link it up in the cards up above and down below just in case you want to watch that one too. But let's get into the first section here. This main page will be your 2025 goals. This is where you'll see everything and all your goals at once. We have three sections here. We have our 2024 reflection section, which I'm going to do a little bit and share with you guys on that. We have a 2025 brainstorm section. So you can start brainstorming before you actually write down your 2025 goals. And then last but not least, I wanted to add a monthly reflection section. So during the months that you're in, you can kind of see where you're at and kind of look back at it and kind of have a fresh mind of seeing where you're at with things and what your thoughts on it. This section is completely new and it'll be available in the free Notion template. So let's get in and start from the beginning. So first off, we're going to go through our 2024 goals that we had. If you didn't have any, that's completely fine. Maybe write down something that you have been wanting to do, or like super simple things that you might have wanted. Like, for example, I wanted to lose weight this year, and what did you do that kind of worked and kind of didn't work? So it's okay if you didn't have any goals for 2024, but if you did, you would write it down. For me, I didn't have too much goals. I had a lot of goals during the first half of the year, and then when I started becoming pregnant near the second half of the year, I kind of just didn't remember any of my goals. So I'm kind of with you if you do have goals and you didn't have goals. So let's get in. I usually split my goals into three different sections. One is personal, another is work, and then last one is my small business point hunt. So I'm just gonna write personal, work, and point hunt here so that I can kind of see my different categories. So for personal, one of my goals was to work out, and mainly the goal was 3 times a week. Other things was finishing some courses that I had and a bunch of home projects that I've been wanting to do and have put off for a while. For work, I had for my videos to use S-Log, which is color grading myself and just creating my own style for my videos. In the middle of the year, I was trying to get back into a consistent routine with my social media posts, and I think those were the top things that I wanted to do. And then for Point Hunt, to have consistent launches and getting back into social media. So those are my top goals for 2024. Now we're going to talk about the goals that I did achieve. I always try my best to focus on one goal, even if I can't do the rest, and that still I got something done. So I'm going to go back to my personal. So for the goals that I did achieve, I'm going to say I did do some of the courses. I think I finished one course out of the 3. I did more than 50% of my home projects. For work, all my videos are all S-Log and all graded myself, so that is a win. I've been on and off with my consistent routine with my social media, which I'm not hating myself for, especially when I've been pregnant the last couple of months. So I'm gonna say that I did find a new routine with social media, which is around 2 posts a week. And then for Point Hunt, we're pretty good with consistent launches, but I'm still pretty bad with social media, especially when things have been a little bit unmotivating when things are a little slow, but that's okay. So now I'm gonna write down all the things that didn't work out, because then we'll be working on these for 2025. So I'm gonna just do this really quick. So I wrote other 50% of my projects, home projects that I want to finish, 3 posts per week, some kind of exercise for sure for my personal, especially after I give birth or even during my 3rd trimester, which is going to be around January and February. 3 posts a week, so up 1 post when I can, and get back into social media for Point Hunt and maybe hire someone. Maybe that would definitely help. These are kind of like things that I'm starting to think of for my 2025 goals. And last but not least is, why do you think you didn't achieve these goals? You can write whatever you want. I know why. I'm just a lazy person most of the time. But that's definitely okay. Sometimes I feel like we're too hard on ourselves with getting goals right, doing things. Everyone has their own kind of speed with certain things and their own little journey of their story. So I'm just going to leave that out for you guys so you can write your own. And then, would you like to try again in 2025? If so, how are you going to make it happen? For me, my situation is a little bit different because I'm going to be giving birth in a couple of months. So I know maybe at least 3 months of the year I'm going to be out of commission, not doing anything, just focusing on baby and stuff like that. But then that, I still have 9 months that I can plan, and I'm excited for that. So I'm definitely going to miss doing a lot of things that I do now. So definitely want to kind of set goals and just kind of remind myself once in a while whether I do them or not, because I know I'm not going to be hard on myself for at least this first year of motherhood. So that's for me at least. But same with you guys, whatever's happening in your lives, make sure you are treating yourself well. So now we're going to be brainstorming. I'm going to open up that reflection section that I just had on my iPad so I can kind of cross-reference it. So I'm going to stick with my 3 different categories, which is personal, work, and Point Hunt, which is my small business. I'm gonna check out everything that I just wrote and kind of think of new goals for this year, or transferring my current goals to 2025. So on the side, I did say write down the categories for your goals, which I just mentioned already because I did this before. So one of the first goals is exercise, especially during Q1 for 3rd trimester. Maybe during the 3rd trimester, I am resting a lot. Maybe I can actually do another course. Courses are just mainly online, even baby courses too. I haven't done any of those, so I definitely need to learn how to take care of baby. And then for home projects, there's a lot of different things I have to do, like prepping the house so that it's ready to go, and that when the baby does come out, I don't have to worry about the house anymore. So any cleaning home projects basically requires organizing, because if it's cleaning, I can get a family member to do it, the hubby can do it, but organizing a lot is my kind of responsibility, just keeping the space clean and organized. Next we have is work. I know I will be busy for at least almost half of the year, so I'm gonna say for 3 months of work, maybe pre-planning a little bit of content, at least 3 months of posts, maybe once a week, so that I'll still be a little active on social media, but not fully active like I normally am, especially during the time when the baby is out. Another thing I've been wanting to do is fix my website. I have updated photos and UGC and sponsor pages. I can get those ready while I am having a baby and stuff like that, so that when I'm ready to get back into work, everything is updated and ready to go. And for Point Hunt, the biggest thing is social media for sure. See if we need to hire someone or do some content. I'm going to assume that the first couple of months will have not much launches, might be like a smaller launch, but start preparing some bigger things, which is launches for Q3 and 4. I think those look pretty good, and I'm trying to keep things simple. Not gonna go really intense like last year, because obviously I'm pretty sure at least half the year I'm gonna be super busy or just taking care of baby for sure. So I'm not gonna be too hard on myself with that. But whatever I plan out is obviously just a kind of like a template for myself to see what I need to do, look at it every month to see if I can achieve it or if I can work on something in that thing. Like, it doesn't have to be 100% worked out. I can start working on it 20%, 50%, whatever I can. You should be doing that too, but obviously if you don't have a baby like me, you might need to work a little harder than me, but there's that. So I'm going to do some subcategories for the categories. So I'm going to say personal is education, projects, and maybe a little bit of hobbies, which includes courses and other hobbies. For work, we have social media for sure, and website as the subcategories, and then Point Hunt with social media and product planning. So we got all that done. We're gonna go back to the front. Obviously, this 2025 monthly reflection won't happen until obviously when 2025 hits, but for this, just make sure you keep track of the goals that you set for yourself and kind of reflect on each goal that you had set during that month and kind of say, oh, this month is super busy because of this. This month I tried, but I got tired. Or this month is summertime. I ended up traveling more than I needed to. Just kind of be aware of why you couldn't do your goals or why you did do your goals. So that's something you can do after you figured out all the stuff. And that's something I can't really share a demo on, so there's a little bit of tips on that, but there's that. So now we're going to start with our 2025 goals. I just opened up my 2025 brain dump that we just did so that I can look at it and reference to it. So one of my first goals is exercise, and that is 100% in Q1. So you have different quarters that you can kind of set things in. If you have a month that you want to do, for sure. So exercise for me for sure is January, February before I give birth. So I'm gonna put it in my notes as January, February as the kind of the main months to do so. Then you have a category section. You can change it if you want. You can add more if you want. Right now I just have work, personal, and home. So I'm going to add another one, which is Point Hunt. So obviously you add whatever you need to add that fits your category more. Right now this is a personal thing. And then finish social media course is another thing I want to do, which is also Q1, which is during the time that I should be taking a break. This one actually is a work thing. It's not personal. I had some personal courses that I want to do, like drawing and stuff like that, but there's also some that are also educated related for my content creation and stuff like that. I'm just going to go through this with all the goals that I have, and then you can kind of see where things go. Okay, so I did a bunch of stuff. I added things as I thought of as I'm going. So I'm going to share a little bit with you guys. So a lot of things are happening in Q1. I'm pretty sure not everything's going to happen all at once. Obviously, there's some things that can be pushed to Q2 if needed. For example, I wanted to update my Beacons Media Kit. Beacons is my link in bio kind of link that I have. I have a media kit that companies can look through and see my kind of like portfolio. I haven't updated that since for a really long time, so I definitely need to do that. But for example, that doesn't have to happen in Q1. If life does get busy, I can do it in Q2 because I probably won't be accepting a lot of paid collaborations during that time, especially when I am very, very big or when I do give birth. So there's that. But obviously finish social media course, for example, is also another thing. If I can, I can. If I can't, it's okay. The course is there. It will always be there. So there's things like that, but there's also things that are like very, very necessary, like nesting. I just remembered that I should be nesting and getting the nursery ready by the time I give birth. So that's something that would be a little bit more important than other things. But let's go through them super quick with you guys. So I did the exercise already, and my notes are January and February needs to be very, very good with that. Then we have the social media course, which is part of work. We have pre-planning content, which I'm going to try, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out because I don't know how I'm going to feel during that last 2 months of pregnancy. So if I can do it, perfect. If I can't, that's totally fine. The nesting that I just mentioned, consistent social media for Point Hunt, which is super important. This is like Also thinking, do I hire someone with a question mark, or pre-plan content? Then we have samples for Q3 products. I don't think we'll have anything big coming up until Q3. So I'm going to start working on samples, testing things out. Those things are a lot easier to do. And hopefully by then I'll find a good product to release by mid-year of next year. So there's that. Obviously there are going to be some smaller products that come out for Poi and Hun between those times, but any big plans that I've been thinking and have in mind, I'm going to be working on those. We have updated the photos on a website, which I think this one's pretty important. This one I can do. Just need to grab photos and upload. This should be easy task. I have another website thing I want to do, which is the UGC and sponsorship page. This is better for Q2 when I have a little bit more time. And then we have organizing home things. These are things I want to organize before I give birth because I just want a clean space and a clean area to basically raise a baby. And then we have some Q2 and Q3 stuff. Obviously, I usually go through my goals every quarter and add as I go and change things if I didn't do them, for example. So for example, if in Q2, which is around April, I usually do it around March, I'll look through my goals and I'll see, okay, these ones I haven't done yet and these ones can be moved. So I'm gonna move it to Q2, for example. So I would move it to Q2. So that's why I don't have that many goals for Q2, 3, and 4 because things will change and I will readjust based on my time and what I have. And then basically, yeah, and then hopefully I can get back into a routine by Q3. Things are a little settled and I can get back into things that I love doing and stuff like that. And that is kind of my plans and goals for 2025. But that is it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the mini demo of my 2025 goal planning Notion template. As mentioned, it is a free template that you can download. All you have to do is sign up for my newsletter. I'll make sure to link it down below so you can go grab those freebies and other freebies that I have. I usually do freebies throughout the year because I just love creating and just sharing them with you guys. Other than that, if you have any questions on goal planning, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I would love to help you out and answer your questions if you have any. Other than that, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me at Life with Holly Lifestyle on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!